It's 32 past 1. Good afternoon. I want to ask some advice here. I want to ask you some advice on a situation that I've got myself. So I received an Instagram DM. I'm going to read it out to you, and then I'm going to explain why I've been stalling on this response. So this went into my requests folder, which I didn't even know there was on Instagram. It's probably been there for 2 weeks now. So this person's handle is one Liz or Liz Williams, one Liz. Anyway, it says, "Hey, I was looking at old photos of my house and I stumbled across your YouTube videos about your childhood home at 117 Georges River Crescent, Oyster Bay. My family has lived in this house for 8 years and we absolutely love it. In the video, you talked about the incompleted boat shed, and after a couple of years of moving in, we built the shed and a jetty, and we too had to carry rocks up the house," and then she's laughed. So that's been sitting there waiting for me to either accept, delete, or block. And the reason I'm not really sure what to do here is because, so just to paint the exact picture in case you didn't catch what's going on, her family are the ones that bought our family home once my father passed away and my mother sold everything up. You know, that's our family home. We lived there. I spent most of my childhood, well, aside from the first couple of years, nearly all of my childhood at that house. And I don't really want to... My fear is if I accept her message and then answer her, my fear is that then I will learn about my family home not the way I want to remember it. I want to remember it the way it was when I was there. Even the idea that someone else is living there now kind of sickens me, to be honest. But I understand why and I understand how, but it's not a very... Yeah, I don't know. I'm bordering on just ignoring that and leaving it at that and not entering. Like when I go past on the train, like you can go across the Como Bridge and you can look around and you can just see the front of because it's on the river, right? So you can just see the front of the place where the boats were being moored. Like not our boats, but neighbors' boats. And I don't even like looking at that. Like I look at it though. It's stupid. Like I'll be on the train and I'll be like, just having a quick look. And you can't see anything, but even just that little bit of nothing, of seeing nothing, just brings up sort of strange feelings. And so what's the point of answering her to then... I don't want to... But I asked my mum and she said, you should answer her because your father would have answered her. Your father would want to know what's going on with the boat shed. So it's a dilly of a pickle, isn't it? I don't want to be rude to this person, but I also don't know what... I don't think I want to open up those gates, but then my mum says your father would, so you should do what your father would do. What do you think I should freaking do? Yeah. Now even just thinking about it brings me back and brings an emotion to me. And I don't want that emotion. But curse you, Instagram, right? Freaking Instagram. Curse you. Curse you, Liz Williams, for having to live in our old home. Jeez. Anyway.